You're listening to the Captain Jack Sports Show on Northeast Streaming Sports.
I mean, you can see right now, without LeBron, Lakers are struggling.
Let me tell you about a team I hate, all right? I know the Dallas Cowboy fan is here, so I had to make sure he knew how much I hate this team.
I'm ready.
I've often said that the people who run baseball, they try very hard to ruin it.
I'm from Brooklyn. I don't have a problem saying it to his face. Oh, I'm from Brooklyn. Hey, guys, any?
You're listening to the Captain Jack Sports Show on Northeast Streaming Sports.
All right, everybody. How you doing? Cap Jack here. We are on remote in the city of Buda, which is it's Buda, right?
Yeah, Buda.
Yeah,
Buda.
Buda, otherwise known as the little nephew of Austin. And we are doing the show live from this gentleman's house. This is Mr. Camo Raider. So for those that don't know Camo, this is the fine gentleman that has seen fit to make sure that I was well cared for this weekend. Hey, Corey, the Raiders in here. What's up to you? Good to see you as well there, Corey. And I'm putting words out that Camo and I go way back as far as doing lives and remotes on Facebook when I used to do them on Facebook before I went over to YouTube, and I would go over and we would actually do them in the Hilton Airport over in Oakland. And after the games, we would get people to pop in and I would be having things set up on my computer here, and then Camo would go out and grab me some guests, and had a chance to do that. Corey says, "What's up?" So what's up to you as well there, Corey? He might not be able to hear you because I got the earphones on, but I'll let him know all those things are going on.
What's up, guys? Good to see you guys.
There you go. And the captain is on board. Raider of China's in the house. Thanks to see her as well. And China, along with Camo, along with and I want to make sure I get the clubs right, if not all of them, and in no particular order. Again, stressing this, in no particular order. The Raider Nation of Texas had a softball tournament this weekend, and it was in Buda, and we had clubs from the host club was the Austin Black Hole Chapter. And Reggie Burnett, wow, Doc Burdett is in the house as well. Thanks for seeing here, Doc. And again, China, like I said, China gets some love from Corey. But again, hosted by the Black Hole Chapter of Austin. And it was a really nice tournament where we had, let me see, it was the Dallas Fort Worth Raider Nation, I believe, or whatever that it's DFW. So obviously Dallas Fort Worth, it's either Raider Nation or things like that. There was also the Space City Raider Nation. There was the Black Hole Chapter of what's the Army base? What's the Army base?
Fort Hood Clean.
Fort Hood Clean. Thank you. Fort Hood Clean. TNBC, the Nation's Booster Club. Oso and his boys, and Gray Raider and Jesse as well. And I don't get. And again, I would probably mangle a bunch of the names. I know I say Johnny Cross was there with Dallas Fort Worth. Mitch Rentz actually was one of his ringers on the team. So, Mitch Rentz from his YouTube escapades, and it was really cool. Awesome player. Him and his cohorts in crime there, Mitch Rentz, were out there playing for DFW, who I might add, when all was said and done, under the captaincy of one young Mr. Jason Dean Hunter, who I'm sure everybody knows, the dynamic Raider Demon King, but he was not Raider Demon King. No. He was Jason Dean Hunter, the avid and well and tough and, get in your face a la, I'm going to say Vince Lombardi. Very, very, very in your face, very competitive, not giving an inch, inspiring his troops. And I don't say these things in a bad way. So for those think that I am not. Jason Dean and his team from Dallas Fort Worth with Johnny Cross, Mitch Renz, and a bunch of other people. By the way, their first baseman I like. And the reason why I say that is because because I was the first base umpire. And the first baseman and I we could talk to each other because lo and behold, I was the object of ridicule. And that's putting it lightly. The object of ridicule because I was an umpire. And as you may or may not know, we were going to go live on the Raider Homer channel and bring you all of the broadcast, but the weather precluded that. So we weren't able to go live on Raider Homer channel, which was I'm glad China, TBH Austin, Space City, Raider Nation from Houston, TNBC, Fort Hood, Raider Nation, DFW. There you go. There was also one of the newer clubs. That's probably loud. I apologize. The Death Star Raiders joined us for a little bit as well. Let me get their patch on camera. Death Star Raiders. And here's the Space City patch for that group of guys, Space City. TNBC and under the tutelage of one Mr. Oso Raider. So I want to thank everybody for their support as well. And yeah, we are live, Jeff Arguello. Thank you for being here, Jeffrey. Jeffrey was one of my newer people on board, so good to see you there, shipmate. And I said this on my Thursday show, and we had a lot of new people on the Thursday show. So this show is going to be a little bit different because normally I talk about what's going on in sports, and I will, but due to the fact that my entire weekend was traveling from Tampa to here, and then going out with my friends, Hollywood Raider, Laredo Raider, Camo, and myself went out a lot, hanging out yesterday was taken out for the sightseeings in and around Austin. Then last night we had a meet and greet where all of the clubs got together, laid the ground rules for the tournament, whatnot. So, there was all that time. And then from 08 this morning ish, 09-ish this morning. Well, actually 08, we were getting ready. And by the way, while I have him here as well, I'm definitely going to say the positive things. This guy can cook.
Thank you.
This guy can cook because I had, and I don't know whether it was that I put it out on Facebook or not. I had venison, Philly cheesesteaks, and then last night it was awesome. I just can't remember what the heck we ate last night. What did we eat?
It was Philly cheesesteaks last night. Today we had chicken parmesan with vodka sauce, and then we had sausage and all kinds of stuff yesterday for breakfast.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. The venison was Thursday. The breakfast yesterday. That's what it was. Breakfast yesterday was the eggs and it was like eggs and yeah, the pork and the sausage and no, that was today. I'm talking about yesterday.
Oh, yesterday, yeah.
Yesterday we had I had an awesome breakfast. Today I had tortillas and eggs and potatoes and all that stuff. For tonight we had chicken parmesan. And again. And then today at the ball game as well, we had some. So again, I've been full for the entire trip. I've been full, but I did want to say to the folks that put on the tournament with basically Raider Homer and Charlie, who is the lead of the lead umpire, and that's why I was kind of conscripted into being an extra umpire. And in Hollywood for the last couple games, Hollywood Raider was there in all his splendor. He was the third base umpire. But like I said, the object of ridicule. And they said I can't see stuff. That's okay. But even this old dude likes to get out. So Before I lose anybody else, I want to thank Camo Raider for having me over into his house for his wonderful hospitality and driving us around and all the things like that, and being able to do a remote from his house, and all of the folks that we were there with. All right, we got Billy Flores out there, bear down from Chicago. Billy Flores, otherwise Billy's one of the defense guys, if I'm not mistaken. By the way, if you are watching on Facebook, great to see you on Facebook. Please head on over to YouTube because it's easier for me to keep track of the comments. I am not doing an Instagram tonight. Why? Because I'm tired. And I didn't get that all already prepared and go. I was not that I'm sunburned, but my skin is kind of like throbbing from like a what you get from a burn. It was a little overcast today, but still you get that sun. And so I was out there doing that. Steve Trevia, thank you for being here as well, a.k.a. Power Raider. Good to see you there, shipmate. And again, please head on over to YouTube. We are on the Northeast Streaming Sports channel. If you didn't catch that from the intro, Northeast Streaming Sports. And, of course, my YouTube channel, Northeast Streaming Sports, their Facebook channel, my Facebook channel. We are on Twitch. We are on Twitter. We are on Zodiac TV. Oh, yeah, so Power Raider has transitioned over. Thank you there, shipmate. And we got Raider mode as well. So I'm going to do a little bit of things here. We might have some people pop in. I'm not sure. But if anybody was out there, there's Hollywood. See, thanks for all the great hospitality. We had fun. Hope to see you again. Well, and again, love seeing Hollywood Raider on. And yeah, China, you should have spent the night in Austin. China, it was so great to see China out here today. It's always good to see her as well. And again, loved having folks out here. But again, my weekend was spent with Raider Nation and the softball tournament, things like that. So if you want to talk sports, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. We can talk sports, but you're going to tell me what happened this weekend because I don't know. This is the Ask Captain Jack show. You're going to be asking me, but I'm going to be asking you right back. I'll be asking you right back. So again, got Power Raider in here, got Raider mode in here. And again, one of this, and I was saying this again, this was the first time I've had a chance to escape Florida for a year. And it was fantastic. So if you guys want to talk sports, if there's things you want to talk about in the playoffs, if you want to talk about playoffs or basketball or baseball or things like that, I'll be more happy to talk about it, but you'll excuse me if, unfortunately, I'm playing catch up with you because I'm not sure what went on today or yesterday. But I can only attest to that. If you are on here and would like to join in via, let me get this corrected. Let me copy this. If you would like to call in, you can call in. The number is 813-699-0834, 813-699-0834. There's the link on StreamYard, so you can be on camera as well. So that does, like I said, you don't have to have been here to call in. In fact, if you want to call in, again, I will give that number out. I will get let me see. I will do the link again. Sorry. Hang on a second here. I got to change the info. Little info. Need to know. Little info. Okay. I'm trying to do the change here. Okay. I'll edit this. So I will put this up as well. The link is there. If you would like to come in tonight, like I said, I will put this up as well. You can come in the show. Oh, we've had a casualty up. You're going to go see Camo's butt. It's not mine. It's not mine. But if you'd like to call into the show, that's great. You can call in. You can text in. You can do any of those things as well. By the way, we also had a bunch of other. Let me see. Raider Savage was in this weekend. Came all the way from Oakland. We had, as stated, Hollywood and Laredo, who came in from South Carolina. Obviously, all of the Raider clubs from in and around Texas. Dark Phoenix was in here. I believe she's from Dallas, I believe. Part of TMBC. Vanessa and Speedy came all the way from Colorado, as did Cher. So we have Vanessa and Cher and Speedy from Colorado that popped in with Raider Scream from Austin. So this was an event that again, the first annual event. And if you are interested in doing it next year, please get in touch with Raider Homer because he was the point of contact for the event this year. There was some glitches, but you know what? We're gonna work through them, and Raider Homer is the person to see that. So who won the softball tournament? Dallas Fort Worth and Jason Dean Hunter, who again, Jason Dean Hunter this weekend was Jason Dean Hunter. He was not Raider Demon King. He was Jason Dean Hunter through and through. Yeah, and so, yeah, your shoulders are cooked because, like I said, I even had this on, and so I know my arms are going to be brown. I'm going to be brown. We got Jared. We'll have our Pittsburgh report in a little bit with Jared. We got Jimmy Farrell, who popped in as well. So I know we'll be getting some hockey tonight. And Jared says we will get getting a phone call. Good, because Jared's going to be my source. Jared's going to be my source. But before we get to Jared, we're going to go on camera here. Get ready. Get ready. And remember, please try not to swear, because I do not have my Adobe with me tonight. So I can't do the cuts. So if you swear, I can't push this out. So please do not swear. We're going to go first to Corey the Raider, and Raider Mode, I see you. So we'll make sure we get you on in a little bit. But we first start out with Corey the Raider. How you doing, shipmate? Good to see you as well.
What's going on, family? Hey, much obliged to Camo for feeding our captain. You know what I mean? Looks like he was
obliged for feeding. Yes. Yeah, definitely. And yeah, I got sunburned, and you get enough sun when I get a zit.
Ooh, yeah.
I got a sunburned zit, and I had it yesterday. So I didn't feel it right here. Almost, not too much information, but yeah, a sunburn.
They're like heat. They're almost called sun blisters. You know,
possibly, but yeah. That's what I had. That can you hear?
I can't hear.
You can't hear anything. I'm going to try to put on the other speaker, so maybe I can hear, and maybe Camo can hear, just in case we were talking. Go ahead, Corey.
All right. So Jason Dean was the drill sergeant force team.
Fanatical.
Hey, that's him though. That's him through and through. You know what I mean? He's a go-getter, and that's who Jason Dean Hunter is. He wants to bring the best out in everybody. Glad to have him as a brother. Glad to have you as a brother and Camo, and you know what I mean? Can't wait to. Hey, is Camo you coming up to Dallas for our TMBC takeover?
I'm bringing the mini Camo, man. We're coming.
All right, man. Can't wait to meet you, man. It'll be fun. It's gonna be a blast. Get to see Captain and everybody else, so it's going to be a blast. I just had an interview with Mrs. Guilford, Black Ice, so definitely check that out later whenever y'all get a chance. So
yeah, and again, I'm sorry, Corey. I said we got here, and
it's all good.
Camo made food, and unfortunately, the first thing on my mind was eating. The second thing on my mind was getting ready for the show. So we did that. But again, apologies for missing your show again. The one thing I like about being on with Raider Corey and with Graphic Raider is I can swear my ass off. I can say ass, but that's it.
Yeah, I know. I slip up every once in a while, but I'm going to try to keep it clean.
Yeah.
Since you told me to.
Because I don't, like I said, I can't do the cuts tonight. I don't have my Adobe on my laptop.
Oh, no worries. So, I'll definitely keep it PG.
Cool. Yeah.
So I got one question for you, brother. You ready for a shot when I come to Dallas?
Corey?
Yeah, Corey. You ready for a shot when I come?
Yeah, I don't drink though, but I'll indulge in something else. I'm actually got 5 years of sobriety.
Okay. Hey, we'll do the shot of Dr. Pepper.
Oh, okay. Here we go then. Yeah, I'll definitely do the shot of Dr. Pepper with y'all. Oh, President Oso on.
Yep, and Oso, and I said I did mention Oso. If you missed it, I had your patch up. Yes. I had your patch up, so you were well represented there. And
yes.
Okay, and I got to answer the Corey. I'm going to ask you the same thing because Jeff Arguello asked me what's my favorite Raider comeback game. Get one ready for you. Get one ready for you, Corey.
Okay.
Jeff, I don't know how old you are. But there were a couple because I can't just bring it down to one. I'm going to give you a couple. The ones that I remember was when the Raiders were in Indianapolis and they were down to Peyton Manning, I think it was like 21-3. And this was what I called the Greg Biekert game. Okay. Greg Biekert, knew the plays that were coming in, and basically, he had seen something on film, or he knew the responses. And so when the Raiders were down 21-3, the Raiders ended up winning that game, being down 21-3. And by halftime, it was a close game. I can't remember the exact score, but the Raiders won that game coming back. I remember a Monday night game where Kenny Stabler got knocked on his ass, and I think it was in New Orleans. And the Raiders were down like either 3 or 4 touchdowns, okay? And they won that game, okay? That's one. I also remember a game. It wasn't very well. Again, these games are not as well known. I'm talking about the Heidi game, Asylum. That's a great one. But you know what? I never saw the Heidi game. So I'm just drawing on games that I saw. Okay, and one game that also comes to mind is, and I don't know whether Corey, you might have known this one as well. It was against the Chargers. And the Chargers were up, I want to say like 9. It was either 9-0 or 9-3. It was all field goals, and the Raiders could only muster one field goal. And their quarterbacks, and I can't remember who their starting quarterback was, but he sucked that game.
Right.
And they brought in Wade Wilson.
Oh shoot!
They brought in Wade Wilson. And Wade Wilson made one pass in the fourth quarter, was like a long bomb to somebody. And I don't even remember who the somebody was, but the Raiders won 10-9.
What year was that? I'm trying to think. Was that like Rakib Ishmael's years back then?
You know what? I'd have to. It was so long ago. I don't even remember. It was in the early 90s. It was in the early 90s.
That might have been like James Jett, Rakib Ishmael, all
that. I think it was James Jett.
Okay.
I think it was James Jett, but I know that their quarterback couldn't get crap done against the Chargers defense. We were down 9-3. Wade Wilson comes in and with one pass wins the game. The Raiders win 12-9.
Okay. All right.
So you got Corey, I got you, and I'm going to ask Camo this as well. Although Camo's off camera because you're on camera. Okay. What's your favorite comeback game, Corey?
I'm trying to think if we was. I feel like we was behind in this game, and I'm going to kind of like intel you because I can't remember the exact year it happened. We was in Pittsburgh, and I actually didn't get to make that game, but because I usually make all the Pittsburgh Raider games. But it was back when we had.
Well, you talking about the Gradkowski game?
No, I'm talking about when we had the young Terrell Pryor as our quarterback. And he ran from the 2-yard line of our side for 98 yards. It was the longest rushing touchdown by a quarterback, I think. I think it still stands. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Yeah, I know about what year it was because I know that I was in Cuba at the time, and I didn't get to the bar in time to see the game, and they flipped over, and it was like one of the very first plays, and I was down. I'm like, because there's like he was like the first play from scrimmage, and he ran it, and it was like a 92-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
And so when I got to the bar, when they flipped the game over, the Raiders were up 7-0. Yeah. And I'm like, well, what happened? Because it was like the very first play.
Yeah, that is right. You're right. So that wasn't a comeback game. So for a comeback game, you know what? We were down early in this game, but then like I'm just going to say it was a comeback game because we were down like I think it was like 13-0. It was early in the game, and it was against Denver, and I think it was in Denver. And it was back when we had Darren McFadden, and Darren McFadden went loose on him. I mean, he went loose. He ran for like 247 yards or something. It was something ridiculous. I was like, good Lord. You know?
And I like that, but I'm gonna because he's here, and I want to make sure I see him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm adding Raider mode here.
Okay.
Because we got Raider mode in the house
What
as
up,
well.
brother?
And greetings to you, Raider mode as well. I'm gonna
Captain. Ahoy, Corey.
To
Hey,
you as
what's
well.
up, brother?
Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm going to ask you the same question, Raider mode, and I'm sorry to put you on the spot, but Jeff Arguello wants me to say all of these favorite games where the Raiders had come back. Do you have a favorite Raider comeback game in mind that you can think about? And you can take a couple seconds because I know it's like
a couple hours to remember, Cap.
go
I'm
ahead.
still very young. I haven't seen many comebacks.
Okay.
What about the one against Tampa Bay about 4 years ago? Remember that one?
Oh,
In
yeah.
Tampa, I was there.
In Tampa?
I was there.
They caught the ball. Yeah, that was a great one.
My godmother is a Tampa Bay fan.
Oh.
Me and also are sometimes give her crap for that one.
I was going to say on that. So, and again, I remember I said that Jared, who is our Steeler guy, and I'm going to throw this guy. Ben got sacked 5 times, and we got beat down bad. And now, are you talking about? Because there was a game that we really did whoop up on rapist pervert. Oh, I'm sorry, Roethlisberger. So I
You
can
had
say
it right
that
the
because
first time, Captain.
That's not
You had it
swearing.
right the first time.
That's not swearing, though. I said that when I was on with Ken Thompson on KDWN and SportsX Radio, which is FCC regulated. So he's like, dude, you can't say that on this. I said, Ken, I promise you, I never again will call him Ken. Was it Ben Rapist Pervert? But that's what I call him.
Yeah.
That's what I call him. But no,
Hey,
we're
guilty
good.
of it. If you're guilty of it, you're guilty of it, right?
Hell yeah.
Allegedly.
Yep.
Allegedly.
So wasn't he drafted in the same draft as Jamarcus Russell?
Who, Ben?
Yeah.
No, Ben was drafted in the same draft as it was
Eli
the
Manning.
Eli Manning draft.
Mm-hmm.
That was the Eli draft. So when Eli was drafted and Phil Rivers was drafted, Ben
And they
Ben
won
was
that
Calvin
trade.
Johnson I think Calvin Johnson was in that draft too.
possibly.
Because I know he retired early. More like
No,
than he
because
needed to.
Calvin Johnson was drafted in the same draft as Jabustus Russell. I think they're close, but I think there's like a year. Or so.
I gotta look at that.
Yeah. I tell you what, folks, because you're here, you can.
Ooh,
look it up
Asylum
on your
says
phone
Seth
and
Roberts
you can
for the
tell me.
touchdown in overtime.
Yeah.
I remember that one. That is a
I
good
was
one.
there. I was there.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was there. So
Yeah.
And right at China's coming in with the haven't heard Rocket's name. We definitely hopefully hear from Jason Dean because obviously we got Notre Dame and Rocket Ismail, so we got 2 things going there. Oh yeah, see, Jared is saying Jamarcus was 2007, so that was quite a bit after the Eli.
Because they were 2005, right?
I think 203.
Yeah, Jamarcus was 2. When was Roethlisberger drafted?
Yeah. Roethlisberger, Eli, and Philip Rivers were the draft. I think 2003. I think 2003.
I don't know
But
why 2005 kept sticking in my head for some reason.
Okay, well, I was close. Jared said 2004, and Jared is pretty spot on. So I was close though. I said 03.
Hey, we were right in the middle. He was right in the middle of both of our years.
There you go. So now while I got you here as well, Raider Mode, thank you for being here as well. What's on your mind as well? Because you got Corey here, who is newly wed, and This is the second weekend of bliss. and he's gotten a chance to get out with us as well. Yep. Eli and Ben at 04.
Well, first
Go
off,
ahead,
it looks like if someone's gonna have to tell me I told you so, because the Lakers did lose today.
And they might be in trouble. because they're saying the big man Davis is banged up. He looked pretty bad.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and again, that's why I said we're going to talk sports, but I only know what I've been doing this weekend, so I have no clue what's going on. I did watch Chitty Chitty Bang Bang the other night. Okay,
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, and so Mode, if you don't know what that movie is, Google it.
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
I do know the movie. It's just that there was plenty of references back in Ace Ventura.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, I'll give you that. Woo! Go in there. But
Chitty,
yeah, good.
Chitty Bang Bang.
Chitty Bang Bang.
Oh, that's too
So,
funny.
and for those really old folks like me, Benny Hill is in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Oh wow.
Benny Hill. Okay, and I'll tell you who else is in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. If you guys are lovers of the original James Bond, Goldfinger, the German guy who plays Goldfinger, he's the king in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. So you gotta, I mean, like, I didn't realize that, but yeah, so that's a really old movie. Dick Van Dyke in it as well. And Jimmy Farrell says Benny Hill rules. I would love to see. I used to watch Benny Hill just to watch the scantily clad chicks run around and then with Jackie Wright being patted on the head, you know, that was always good to go.
That's a
as well.
surprise. You scantily clad girls.
Yeah,
that's
scantily clad. Yeah, big surprise.
I'm surprised by that.
But no, I'm glad that Mode came on board to say that. So the series is tied what, 2-2?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
2-2 heading back to Phoenix.
And Ayton is a monster. He is becoming quite a pain in the you know what for the Lakers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Okay, so having said that, if we're tied 2-2, I'm going to move this. So hopefully I won't stand up because I don't have any pants on.
Oh no, not again.
Well,
no, it's not again. It's been like all weekend.
Yeah, no, that's not true. That's not,
Camo, I feel sorry for you, brother.
Yeah, the reason why.
Thank you.
The reason why is because
is that Captain No Pants.
No, is that my pants were severely muddied, as were my shoes. But by the way, are they done? Did you cook my shoes?
Your shoes are fine.
Okay.
He's not worried. He's worried about his shoes, but not his pants.
Well, no, because my shoes, I got some nasty shorts I can wear on the plane tomorrow. But my shoes are my shoes, and those are the only shoes I got. Yeah. So that's why I'm worried about it. But yeah, only because, and I do have my top on, and I'm not getting up on camera. You don't have to worry about that. But hey, if you're gonna do a show, be comfortable.
Right.
That's true. That's true.
He's comfortable.
I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable.
He's not my type, but I'm right next to him.
So what now? Other than the Lakers, their Mode. What else is on your mind tonight? I'm talking to you both because I enjoy getting you both on camera as well.
Anyone got an update on the Avalanche? Are they win tonight?
I think they just started. I think they were probably on right now.
All right, I'm an Avalanche fan.
But he said our flag fell.
Again?
Yep. See, and I'm not getting up. You're going to see. You might even see his. Actually, you probably won't because he's out of camera range. So there you go.
Yep.
Okay.
And here's something we are going to talk about again in Texas. Oh, and Anna Diaz says 4-0 Lanch.
Ooh.
Yes.
So, you're going to upset Anna Diaz.
Thank you, Anna Diaz.
Anna Diaz is a big VGK fan. And Jimmy Farrell, I guess Jimmy might be talking about his Islanders. So we'll get caught up. We'll get caught up on that. Now, Corey and Mode. I know Mode is more of a basketball guy, and Corey is not really a hockey guy other than his pens when he was there. Is there something that you're I mean, obviously you guys are watching basketball. When all is said and done, especially with the Lakers now tied up at 2, who do you think comes out of the West? Who do you think comes out of the East?
Whew. I'm going to tell you what, man. Them Clippers are going to be tough. The Clippers are going to be tough. if the Suns take out the Lakers, then look out. The Lakers get healthy though and can get Anthony Davis back in key, then they're team to be. I think the Jazz is just going to deal with, even though they were the number 1 seed, I feel like they're going to deal with
they're gonna have
playoff
trouble.
rust. Playoff rust. You know what I mean? Because they just haven't been there in so long, and they don't really have anybody there that has that atmosphere, you know, of knowing what to do in when the big lights is on, you know. So.
Okay. Mode, what about you, shipmate?
I always have belief in my Lakers.
Okay.
Originally, Captain already said in 4, but after today's loss, it's possibly going to go down to the wire to 7, maybe even 6. But the Clippers are a really good team. Utah might have a little rust into them. So I'm going to have to go with the other LA team. I feel sickly saying it. I'm going to have to go with the other LA team. I'm not going to say.
Okay.
Say their name. Just say it.
Never.
See, I'm a Warrior fan. I'm a Curry guy. You know what I mean? And when Memphis knocked us out, I was like, man, well, it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, with that being said, okay, I know the Clippers were down 0-2. So if you're thinking that the Clippers are going to take the West, then they dropped their first 2 games. And obviously, in my estimation, they have a better team than the Lakers, who were up 2-1.
Right.
So, yeah I know it. And I kept it up there just for you. It says boo. So,
sorry, Anna.
But and again, hey, my Flyers are out of it, so I've gotten my alternate team in the Lightning. So I don't even know what that series is because again, I haven't been paying attention.
I don't even have an alternate team for hockey. It's just Kings.
And see, my prez also, and your uncle, Raider Mode, that's where we butt heads. We definitely ain't on the same concept as basketball, but Raiders all day long.
Always, baby.
Yeah, and you know what? It was fun today because again, you got teams that were, like I said, oh, good, thank you there. And by the way, if you see that little squiggly S sign, that means that you are a member of Captain Jack's Galleon. Please come aboard and become a member of Captain Jack's Galleon. All you do, you push that where it says join. And one of the things is that whenever I get a chance to see you, and I think that if I miss somebody, I apologize. I think Asylum was in earlier, and Asylum is a member of Captain Jack's Galleon and is a member. So one of the things that I definitely do is, and I try to give everybody a shout out anyway, but you got one of those squiggly yes things there, you're going to get it eventually. Okay. Become a member of Captain Jack's Galleon. And
give me a minute. I just moved over here. I got to get my bearings off.
Correct. You're good. You're good. I mean, I would help sponsor people if I could, but it's like, right. I can't sponsor people. You have to do it on your own account.
Right.
And for those that have Apple, I'm going to tell you some bad news.
You can't get on.
You can't do it on Apple.
Okay.
You got to go to
do it on Android.
You can do it on Android and you can do it on Windows, but you can't do it on Apple. Yeah. So I'm not being a pain in the ass. See, there you go. And Asylum said he got his patch. That's one of the things that you get for being a member of a Captain Jack's Galleon. Let me see. I got some patches here. There we go. I know I was a little bit tight. That's one of the things you get as a Chiefs Mess member. You get a Captain Jack patch. But there are other benefits. And one of the benefits is that I'm going to do shows once a month just for members, and we're going to talk just about our Raiders and football in general. So that is coming. That is coming up. So that you get that with membership. There are other perks, but I ain't going to tell you here. I ain't going to tell you here. There are things that I want to keep between members. So please become a member. And I want to thank Anna Diaz for being a member as well. Hey, A Skip, aka Matt Bouchane, the Rays were up. What happened to the Phils? Hey, Matt, I don't know. I haven't looked all weekend, okay? Because Matt's a Rays fan, and I know that the Rays were there, hosting the Phillies this week. But such is life, If you're going to lose to one of the best teams in baseball.
Yeah,
that's where you go. But no, I definitely I appreciate you guys being on tonight. Because again, Corey, I'm glad your ball and chain allowed you here. On
she
camera.
always does.
I know. I kid.
She just doesn't have the interest level. So
that's uncalled for.
Uncalled for.
I don't care.
It's funny, but it's uncalled for.
Yeah, well, whatever. That's new with me.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
How old are you, sir? If I might ask.
I turned 25 in July, sir.
25. Okay. And you're not married, right?
Negative.
Okay. See, that's the attitude. Negative. Very, very forceful on the negative. I say this. If you are ever thinking about getting married, just lie down till the feeling goes away. Okay. And the other thing is that at least if you are going to get married, and this is real, wait until you're at least 30.
Yeah.
Wait until you are at least 30 years old, because I tell you, by your 20s are spent learning how to be you and how to take care of yourself and things like that. And this is real. So when you're 30, that's when you learn how to take care of you with a family. And that's the real thing right there.
True that.
Oh, yeah.
So,
and I literally tried preaching the same thing to my siblings. Unfortunately, one of them did not listen.
Yeah.
Hey, you might get married, walk onto oncoming traffic. If you survive, then you can get married.
Yeah. And Raider at China says she's getting a visual of Captain Jack while I'm driving home. Like I said, I don't have any pants on. I'm just saying that. But there's for your visual. I have underwear on. I mean, I'm not sticking.
Hey,
Captain Jackson. You did not want to know that, Captain.
Yeah, Kevin's been saying I'm in the pool.
I don't want to see your whitey tighties.
My house. He's claiming he's in the pool.
Thank you, Corey. I agree.
What was that, Corey? I missed it. What was you?
I said I want to see your whitey tighties.
No, I don't wear tidy whities. No.
Hey, but no, you don't. I'm here. It's my house. I got to put up with this. So let me tell you, dude.
Corey, he probably wearing them diapers.
Oh, I don't wear diapers.
Not yet.
Not yet. You know we love you, Captain.
I know. And why do you think I joke like this? Why do you think I joke like this? Because I'm wearing pants. You guys always buy that I'm not wearing pants. You always buy it.
He's not wearing pants. Trust me, guys. I'm going to drop off the airport about 7 in the morning.
He's lying. So again, Corey, I want to thank you. With quick thoughts on the way out, sir, and then say I'll do the same for Mode, and then we'll also open it up because I know Jared's going to give us a Pittsburgh report. What's your big thing tonight, there, Corey?
Just we just need to stay united as a nation. Violator says it the best. We're united under the shield. Let's just I actually seen a woman crying over being on a platform and getting bullied by the person that runs the platform, and it's uncalled for. We need to stop doing that. It's time to grow up. Treat everybody with the same respect you treat your kids, your wife, and everything else. Because we supposed to be a family. Act like it. You know what I mean? That's all. But that's all I got.
That's very well said, brother. Very well said.
100% true.
Mode, what about you, shipmate?
Shoot. Just like Corey said, treat everyone with respect. You'll get respect as well.
Yeah. Always
care for one another. And come Thanksgiving weekend, come hang out with me, come hang out with Captain, come hang out with Corey. We'll be out there in Texas, baby.
We'll be there.
Too, brothers.
Nation Texas takeover.
And
baby.
Camo too. Sorry about that, Camo.
Sorry, hey, y'all won't see me though.
He'll be in camouflage.
He's like the Predator. You know what I mean? You remember the movie The Predator? You can't
Yes, I
find him.
do.
Like you're like trying to see where he's at. Camo, where you go?
Yeah.
He up in the
Hey,
tree
he'll
somewhere.
hey, he'll be in the snow somewhere.
So
Well, hey, again, gentlemen, I appreciate you coming aboard here and allowing me to say. And by the way, Anna Diaz was telling me that the VGK is getting schnockered 6-1.
Ooh.
Not a good game. So again, I appreciate the update. I know that the Lightning won at least one game, so I'll turn to hockey. And remember, I will be flying home tomorrow on Memorial Day, folks. I will say this, and we had a prayer today before we had the tournament. Remember that tomorrow is a Memorial Day for the folks of our country that did service. And I am one. I'm not saying I'm not saying this for me. I'm saying this for my brothers in arms. Like, for example, Scream, that I know what was in the service as well. And, he was there with me. And Charlie, who was the head umpire today. And there are many others that I know that were in the service.
China.
So, again, remember Memorial Day. Oh, China, for sure. Yeah, China, who has her days as a vet from the Army. So please remember that on Memorial Day, say kind words and thoughts for those that are in the service, because I always say this, and I mean it. All gave some gave all. So remember that on Memorial Day tomorrow. And I appreciate you guys being here with me as well.
and Captain, I'll tell you a bunch of times, thank you for the service, and I thank everybody that is still here with us and all those that sacrifice their lives to keep us safe. I appreciate every single one of y'all. And I salute y'all, every one of y'all.
All right, for sure. Thank you.
You guys can't see me, but I will say my dad was in the military. My grandfather, my other grandfather, my stepfather were all in the military. Vietnam, Korea. I'm a military brat, moved around from town to town. And I thank everyone, because I have my life the way I have it because of my family and what they've done.
Exactly.
And any of you guys that are out there listening to me, thank you for your service, because I have a lot of family that have done it. And I'm thankful for what they did.
Amen.
All right. Again, thank you there, Corey. Mode, anything out the door as well? Appreciation of you being here too, sir.
Thank you to all the veterans. Thank you to all those that have served, that are currently serving, and that have already passed on.
All right.
I'm an ex-ROTC student. I know how it is.
There you go. Well,
Awesome
again,
job, brother.
thank you there. Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure tonight. I will be back. I will be back actually Tuesday.
Okay.
We will have another episode of Captain and Wench's show. So for what I want you guys to do is tell the girls, ladies, the wenches, the
come over.
Come on over and watch. And I want them to, and I mean this totally. I want to be the only dude on the show.
All right.
Unless we have a guest, okay? But I want to be the only dude on the show. And so bring the ladies over here. Let's talk sports with them. So that'll be on Tuesday night. And of course, the regular Thursday, you don't know jack about sports. So again, until then, I bid you gentlemen wonderfulness. And again, Corey, thank you for your missus allowing you the ability to be here. And Mo, thank you for knowing that you're going to lie down a while until you're at least 30 years old.
Sir, yes, sirs.
Safe travels tomorrow, Cap.
You got it. Thanks again,
safe, brother.
Hey, nice to meet you guys, man.
Absolutely,
you too, Camo.
We'll try to find you down there in Texas, in Dallas.
Where are you? I don't see you. What's going on?
Corey, will find him in the snow, possibly.
All right, family. Peace out.
All right. Thanks again, gentlemen.
Captain.
All right. Be well. Thanks again, there, Mode. All right, folks. That was okay. Here we got it. It's I'm on I-35 North entering Waco. I would like to get home in one piece. Does that mean that you are laughing, China? Maybe. Don't think of me. Just go home. And I say that obviously with respect. I'm kidding. But be safe, drive safe there, China. Like, I don't know what the weather is like because, like I said, it's been rain. Texas is getting all the rain. Texas is getting all the rain that Florida should have been getting like months ago. So unfortunately, they didn't. Now I see, but I don't know if Steve was doing it via the Google Voice number because I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it via Google Voice. So I'm going to look again. So maybe we'll hear from Steve, Houston Raider Steve, who's also here in Texas. Ooh, excuse me. And Oso's on I-35 as well. We just passed a bad storm. There you go. I'm getting burps. There we go. Now I know that Steve is calling.
Drive safe, Oso.
Okay. Hang on a second. I'm going to pick up a call from Steve. Hang on here. Oh, I know why I allow mic access because this is you know why? Because I have to all of these different things because I'm on my computer.
Call from RDR Houston. Steve.
There we go. That's
to
why.
accept, press 1.
Okay, and again, I apologize, Steve, because I'm on my laptop for the show and I didn't hear you. How are you doing there, Houston Raider Steve? And Oso, be safe. China, be safe. And and Northeast, love the Raider history. Thank you for Northeast. And I didn't get a chance to answer from Jeff Arguello, and I apologize. I am feeling better. Thank you for my shipmates over at Northeast Streaming Sports. I wanted to say I didn't get a chance. He was saying my favorite Kenny Stabler touchdown. There are so many, but the flag's dropping again. The flag's dropping again. I would say that pretty much, and people obviously would think, Cliff Branch, and they would think, Fred Biletnikoff, but it wasn't a Kenny Stabler touchdown, but my favorite Kenny Stabler pass goes to the post.
Yep.
Okay, goes to the post, which set up the touchdown that won, which also was to Casper. I would say that my favorite Kenny Stabler touchdown was the sea of hands where he basically shot putted it to Clarence Davis to win against the Dolphins. So that was my favorite Kenny Stabler throwing touchdown. My favorite Kenny Stabler running touchdown was when he ran for the score, which put them up against the Steelers, or the Raiders were up going against the Steelers. And then, of course, the next couple of seconds, you have the immaculate deception, not reception. So there you go down. Jimmy Farrell says, take down the flag. No, we're going to be stick-to-itive. We're going to be stick-to-itive. As long as he doesn't keep, touching it, we'll do that. Jared was saying no brainer, 74 Miami, Oakland 28. That's the sea of hands. That's the sea of hands. Where did Camo go? He is blending in with the flag. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, Jimmy Farrell as well. I could have you on with Jared, but in order for me to do that, Jared would have to call. Oh, Steve, are you still here, by the way?
I sure am, Captain.
I'm sorry. I forgot you were here.
It's okay. Hey, Captain, I just want to salute all the men and women that have served in the past and are serving. And I want to thank you and China and everybody that's served. And I want to tell you, I was thinking about y'all quite a bit. As you know, I work at that retail place, and I had to work all weekend, but I sure was there in spirit. And I was going to tell you that my dad was down there, and he was in the Navy. He was situated down in Havana. It was right before Castro took over and everything, and he was in a bar with some of the other sailors. He's a Navy guy as well. And this man came in and said, there's a man up in the mountains going to come down from the mountains over toward the Batista and give him all these freedoms. 6 months later, that's what Castro did, exactly how he said it. So it's very prophetic. Kind of gives me chills when I think about it. The first thing they did was national health care. But at that time, the casinos down in Havana were making a lot of money, and that was run by the mob and everything. But that's a side note. But just want to say that they say that when everybody should go up there to Arlington National Cemetery, any military cemetery, but especially that one. The people that run the operation up there, I don't want to say operation, but run the facilities up there. I think they said it within 30 years, every spot's going to be taken. But they said children go over there on field trips, and they're all, joyous and happy and everything. And then once they go by the Eternal Flame, the changing the guard, and all that, they go back very solemn and everything. That was a life-changing experience, because actually, as you know, Captain, that was, I think, was it Robert E. Lee's family's
Yes, I would.
at that time.
Gosh darn it, Steve! I was going to say, in case you don't know, and thank you for bringing it up. But yeah, it was Robert E. Lee's plantation that was there, and they deliberately used it to start burying Union soldiers on those grounds as not as a kind of like probably a little bit of a gotcha. Let's say it was a gotcha. Okay. Because Robert E. Lee, who is the army, the Army of the South, or the Army of Virginia, technically, Army of Virginia, but basically the leader of the South's Army. And, Robert E. Lee was also the choice to lead the Union forces, but because he was from Virginia, he was very loyal to the fact that he was from Virginia. And he said, I can't go against my countrymen, i.e. of his state. And that was very, like a religious sect of being, you're from Virginia, you're Virginian. I'm not going to go against my fellow countrymen of Virginia, because Virginia was a Confederate state. He was in charge of the army of the Virginia, and ergo, then eventually the leader of the Southern armies. So Robert E. Lee was a very patriotic gentleman as well. He hated going against his I'm going to say shipmates, but it's his mates in arms. So that was Robert E. Lee's residence / countryside. So they started to say, well, you know what, shipmate, we're using your land to bury our troops, and then it just went from there. But yeah, thank you for see, Steve, this stuff. I
try to.
Yeah.
Captain, you're like me, but we soak this up like a sponge. We like to get in the muck and everything, as they used to say. But what a lot of people don't realize is Lee was number one in his class at West Point, and he was also was it Lincoln that said this, or the famous quote about a house divided shall not stand? Yeah,
house divided itself cannot stand. That was Lincoln, and that was actually before he was president. That was when he was, I believe it was when he was going up for the Senate against Stephen Douglas, if I'm not mistaken, in Illinois. He said that house divided against itself cannot stand. That was during the Lincoln Douglas debates, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, that was prior to him being president.
You're exactly right about that. I was just going to say that what really grabbed me was my dad was telling me a lot of this. He missed World War II by 5 years. A lot of his friends' older brothers served. And he would walk through the neighborhood and he'd see, well, maybe some of the younger people don't know this, but there's a lot of Blue Star in the window and everything. And he says, eventually, as the war went on, there was a lot of Gold Star families, which means, obviously, their son or daughter is deceased. He said that really grabbed him walking down the streets and seeing the houses of his friends and older brothers that they all knew and everything, and they did not come back. They died. Like you said, they paid the ultimate sacrifice. So my family. Real quick, I had an Uncle Ray, which was my Aunt Frida's husband. He died in World War II from the mustard gas. The doughboy is what they used to call him. My uncle served in Korea. My dad served 5 years, and after, like I said, after World War II. My cousin served. He served in the Marines. Hoorah, Semper Fi, right?
Hoorah.
And then my brother-in-law, he served in the Army in Kitchingen in peacetime, was over at Fort Bliss, just up the road from you. And so my stepfather, this is really cool. When he passed away, he flew 148 recon flights for the Air Force and everything. They told him, if you don't get the picture the first time, don't get back. You'll be shot down. You'll be a prisoner of war. So they had the full ceremony and everything, and he could have had a flyover, but his daughter decided not to. Just as we're doing, with the 21 gun salute, and the carriage and the boots and everything, big old 747 flew over. So he said, "There's your flyover, Uncle Al." Anyway, so it was really neat because I tell people, if you have a chance to go to the Naval Academy in Annapolis or at West Point, it's something it's a game changer. A lot of people don't like Belichick, but his dad was actually a coach there, pretty famous coach at Navy, I believe. But you were asking about my favorite game. You won't believe this, Captain. For my very first game, 1969, it was the famous Heidi game.
Yeah.
I was a kid living in Chicago. It just happened to be my parents' turn. I turned on the game. Kirk Gowdy called the game. He was play-by-play. Time Nikes was their major sponsor. I remember the ads. And LD Rogatis, my dad said, "Oh, this guy's really biased for the West Coast and everything." So anyway, I thought it was cool. This is what really grabbed me, Captain, when I watched that game. I was only a 9-year-old kid living in Chicago, right? I couldn't believe this. The first game I ever saw was the famous Ice Bowl at Dallas in Green Bay. So anyway, I'm watching the game and everything. I heard the Mad Bomber, and I thought, now how can you not love the name the Mad Bomber, Daryl LaMonica? And then, of course, the colors, the pirate, the way the game went back and forth. It was just a great game. But I never saw the end of the game because the movie was interrupted by Heidi. And then Joe Namath says it was a great game, but I never saw it. Big one-page ad in New York. And as you know, Captain, so many people called in New York that they blew up the switchboard and everything. And when they flew back, the people did not know. They thought they'd won the game. And I think it was like Matt Snell or somebody told some of the fans, he said, "No, we actually lost that game." Everybody west of the Mississippi saw that game, but of course, anybody east of it, they went right to, they made that decision because they never got the call to go ahead and continue the game. As you know, they said that thing about, they had that rule that the whole market gets to watch the game till the finish of the game, as you know by that. And then I remember that Pryor run. I was at that. Sorry, I'm being a motor mouth tonight. I'm trying to. But anyway, so that's all.
Last long thought is on Pryor. Go ahead, there, Steve.
Okay, so I was just going to say the last thing I saw was the Pryor run. I was at that game, the 92-yard run. And I just want to say, Captain, great show as always, and I'll try to be there next year. And good health and safety, everybody. And God bless. Stay safe.
God bless you as well, Stephen. Thank you for calling in, Shipmate. We missed you here, because I saw most of my folks from Texas here, but I understand what's going on. I understand who you work for and why it's hard to get off. So, no need to apologize, but hopefully I'll see you soon. And I'm hoping to definitely, I don't know if you're going to go to Dallas or not, but I know that even then, with the people that you're working for, it's hard to get off. So hopefully I'll see you sometime soon, Shipmate.
Well, definitely, I'll send you an email or a text message, but sorry if I was long-winded tonight, Captain. God bless. And
we're all long-winded.
Safe travels, and we'll see you soon. And permission to go ashore, I'll send you a text.
Permission granted. No, those are the dogs. So you don't get a chance to hear the dogs. But hey, thanks again there, Steve.
Take care. God bless.
All right. That was Houston Raider Steve. And I was going to put this on as well because we were talking about that. Jimmy Farrell says that we were we were 2/3 of ZZ Top or other things. And then China was saying that we're one of the cousins of the Robertson boys. Yeah. And you know what, Matt? Yes, you're correct here. You are correct here. Mustard gas was in World War I. You were correct. And the Doughboys were in World War I. But you know what? How many people that even know about history? Okay, at least Steve knows history. James Farrell. Okay, so yeah, he had his wars mixed up, but come on, man, don't be petty like that. Don't be petty like that. So there you go. I'm sorry, Matt, come on, be chill. Okay. Now, so who do we got? Now, Jimmy Farrell, we got you on the phone here. And the reason why I was saying this, if you want to talk about hockey with Jared, you both can't be on the phone at the same time. So if you want to be on the phone with Jared, hit the link so that you can be on camera. You don't have to be on camera, but you can be part of the camera. And this way you and Jared could be talking to each other at the same time. You want to do that?
Oh, I like it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, here's the link. Okay. I'm going to put it up again there, Jimmy. Hang on a second here.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna, there's the link and it's in Facebook, it's in YouTube, it's in all of the different things. Go ahead and hit the link and I'll bring you on board. And this way, then Jared can call and you both can talk to each other. You don't have to be on camera, Jimmy. You don't have to be on camera. You can just keep your camera off. But this way, you guys can talk to each other about what's going on in the playoffs. I'd love to have that.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll check out the link there, Jimmy, and we'll have you on in just a second.
Okay.
All right. That was Jimmy Farrell. He's going to join us in a minute on he's going to join us in a minute, and Jared's coming on now. So been there to play. Yeah, I tell you what, Mode, next time. We got Jared coming in, so I'm going to get this right here.
Pittsburgh, Jared D. Diggeroloma.
Okay, so Jared is on. Jared, you are here, and hopefully we will hear from Jimmy in a minute. Yeah. So you're here. So we got you on for the Pittsburgh report. We're going to have Jimmy Farrell join us in a minute, but until we do, because I know that Jimmy and you are going to be talking hockey. Before we get to that,
yeah.
What else did I miss this weekend, Jared? Give me a good report.
Well, I mean, down in your neck of the woods, since you're in Texas, however, or Colonial, however, we had Jordan Spieth finish second today, however, at the Charles Schwab Classic.
Okay.
That happened today, Billy. Charlie Hoffman was 10 under, however, Jordan shot 73, however, Jason Korkak, however, whatever his name is, Kokrak, finished 2 shots clear, however, and like I said, Charlie Hoffman was 10 under, Ian Poulter was the same, of course, on the day, so that was very interesting, and of course, my boys took 2 out of 3 against Colorado. They were rained out Friday night. Then they had a doubleheader yesterday, and then they lost a tough one today, 4-3.
Okay, wait before you go on. Wait before you go on.
Yep.
I gotta ask you, what in the blazing hell was going on with the Pittsburgh team allowing that run to score against the Cubs? I want you to talk about the Baez play.
Days as one of the craziest plays in baseball. I don't know what they were thinking on Thursday against Chicago. I really don't. That was one of the strangest plays you will ever see in baseball, bar none.
Okay.
It was insane. I mean, a lot of people are still laughing about to this point. I mean, it was absolutely goofy how they did that play. However, on Thursday afternoon, it was insane.
Okay. Well. I'm going to enjoy this because for the first time ever, I have Jimmy Farrell on video. And of course, he's sporting his Islander top, his Islander hat in front of an Islander flag. I'm sure he even has Islander underwear on. Yeah, he's got okay. I was close. He had Islander pajama top bottoms on. Okay, so there you go. So Jimmy Farrell, welcome to the show. It's very good to see you there, sir. And I do have Jared on the line. So, and by the way, Anna, thank you for coming back. She did have to kiss her hubby goodnight, and blessings to him as well. So the gentleman, and I love to say this, the floor is yours. I'm going to start Jared off with, because he was starting to talk about hockey. Jimmy Farrell, get ready for the rebuttal. I want to hear this because you guys are going to tell me what I've been missing this weekend and more. But I also want to hear, before we even go there, let's go back to that series from last week. Okay. There you go. Jimmy Farrell and Jared. Jared has already come on and said that hey, the Pens blew it. But Jared, do you want to start? Do you want Jimmy to start, or how you want to do this?
Jimmy can start. I'll let the Island Man speak first, however, because his team beat my boys pretty badly, and I give him credit in all the world. They came out and they just shut Crosby, Letang, and Malkin down, and I give them credit in the world. But last night, they should have been ready for a team from Boston who was ready to put a beat down on them last night, and they kind of did that last night. Boston to take the early lead, but it's still only one game. But we'll see what happens tomorrow night in game 2.
It is one game. You're right. And we got my question. Cerrone can go to play tomorrow. He is. Trot says he played a well game. They played 2 periods. They didn't play a good period in the third. So I mean, come on. It's one game. I mean, Vegas lost today. Okay, so one game doesn't make a series. So we'll see. I still think I'm 6 right now. But
okay, Jimmy, your a couple of your words are popping out, so make sure that the volume is good. Did you say that the Islanders in 6?
Islanders in 6, yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, Jared.
Yeah, I mean, they could win this series in 6, but they're going to have to keep Marchand and Bergeron in check if they're going to win this series. And like we did against Pittsburgh, I think they have a chance to beat Boston right now. If they don't, and they go down 0-2 heading back to the island after tomorrow, they could be in a little trouble. But looking at the games tonight, I mean, like we talked about earlier, Tampa and Carolina. I have Carolina. You guys think I'm going to be crazy, but I have Carolina coming out of the East. I said all along, Carolina is a very dangerous team. They showed a little bit of heart and passion today, although Tampa had their number today. It's still one game with that series. But the thing that blows my mind, Howard, obviously, is what's happening in round 2 of the West. This is what I was thinking was going to be the Western final, because I thought Colorado and Vegas would see who would go on to the Lord Stanley Cup. That is going to be a 7-game war in itself. I mean, Colorado tonight, look at them. They're just absolutely physically dissecting and dominating the Knights tonight. They are absolutely taking them to town tonight and just basically hitting them everywhere they can with body blows left and right. But again, these are only 1 games, however, so far. So it's still very early in the series, though, with each game.
Tampa's a different team right now with Kucherov. I mean, the guy never lost a step. He's got a brand new hip, and he's never lost a step. Okay. As far as the Islanders, this series, Boston, it's just split. And let me tell you, they're a different team when they're at home. They're going to have almost a full.
Oh, yeah. They're very good in the Coliseum. There's no doubt about it. They're very tough on the island, no doubt about it. But I got to ask you, Jimmy, what was up with that big fisticuff, no-holds-barred brawl, however, that happened in the third period, however, back in Game 3, however, when it was like some of our guys and your guys had a little, let's just say, steel cage match in the middle of the ice tower. I mean, I was the Penguins, 40 hours, no-holds-barred. Everyone was going ape shit there at the Coliseum.
Well, of course, Crosby was involved with it, and you know how he is. He's like Marchand. He's like a little sneak. He's like a little gnat. He wants to get inside you. That's just typical Crosby. And don't get me wrong, Crosby's a Hall of Fame player, but that's Crosby for you, because he started the whole melee, if you want to say.
And Jared, to be honest, if it's anything that has to deal with Sidney Crosby, I'm on the other side, because I can't stand the SOB. So where that goes.
I know you can't stand the SOB, but the SOB has always stuck to your point, Mr. Giroux there, Cap. Believe me, the Flyers, I mean, you're going back to 1975. I mean, that Stanley Cup is still sitting there in the Liberty Bell area, and sooner or later they're going to have to win something. But I mean, the only thing in Philadelphia that they have won over the years is 1 Super Bowl and a couple World Series. I mean, and the Sixers have come darn close to winning the NBA. But I'll tell you right now, talking about Philadelphia and the NBA real quick, Howard, I'm telling you right now, I think maybe Jimmy will agree with me, maybe disagree with me. I'm telling you right now, I think Brooklyn is going to beat the Sixers. I think the Brooklyn Nets could very well end up being in the NBA Finals. This is a very dangerous team right now. And as far as what you said earlier about the Lakers, I mean, I've been a Laker fan since '85. I took one on the chin today, obviously, with the Suns beating them, but again, they're going back to Phoenix now. But I think the Nets right now could hold off Milwaukee and Philly to get to the NBA final if Harden, Kyrie, and like I said, those guys start to continue to play their game.
I hope the Nets do win, because my son is still on the payroll for the Nets. So if they win a championship, he gets a ring. So.
Well, that is a great selfish reason for them to be there.
Look at that Pittsburgh Islanders series. I listened to the NHL series, and one of the hosts said, if Sorokin played Game 2, I mean, if he played the game after he won Game 1, I think the Islanders would have swept Pittsburgh if Sorokin was in there. I think he would have won the next 3 games in a row.
But you don't know that.
Oh, I know. But you got to admit, this Sorokin is. I mean, he was great when he was at the KHL. He was MVP of the league. He won a championship. This guy is made for the playoffs right now. All right, he had a bad third period. That's fine. That's Game 1. But win tomorrow, you split because that's what you want. You want to split on the road, and take game 3 and 4 at home. Like I said, I'm picking the Islanders 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Talking about a good series, however, we got Toronto and Montreal tomorrow night, game 7 of that series. However, that's going to be.
Yeah. Let me tell you, Toronto loses game 6.
I don't see the Jets on the schedule. Why? I mean, they already swept Edmonton, but why have they not somehow not? Are they still waiting to see who wins Toronto and Montreal to see who gets them in round 2? Is that what I'm thinking?
Go ahead, Jim.
Say that again.
Winnipeg hasn't played since they swept the Oilers, and boy, I mean, they made a loud statement by keeping McDavid in check. Are they waiting to see who wins between Toronto and Montreal to see who goes in round 2? That's why they haven't played yet.
I'm telling you one thing: Montreal wins this game 7. There's going to be fans are going to be looting in Toronto. They're going to be going absolutely. They haven't won a series in 17 years. 17 years. And if they lose game 7, oh, forget it. You know, if Montreal is in the next round, I think Winnipeg can win the next round 2. Toronto's in it. I still think Toronto. I think Toronto's going to face the North. Colorado looks really good. I mean, to me,
they've been very good tonight, no doubt about it. They've been very, very good tonight, and they made a statement tonight, big time.
Okay, so having said that, Jimmy and Jared both agree that the Avalanche take VGK in that series.
I think Vegas is overrated. I mean, they just barely beat Minnesota. You know, I mean, Minnesota
played great.
With their pants down tonight, I think they'll be ready in game 2. I just think it was a rough night for them tonight. I think they'll be ready in game 2, however. But if they go down 0-2,
it better be, because this is Colorado really good. You know, they're favored for the cup.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, on that note, guys, I'm going to get rolling here. I will talk to you. Jimmy, good luck to your boys tomorrow night, and I will talk to you guys soon.
Okay.
Jared, thanks again, Shipmate. Appreciate you being here for the Pittsburgh Report and more. That was Jared in Pittsburgh. And we still have Jimmy Farrell here. And I guess I'm going to say this again. This is awesome because Jimmy Farrell has always been on the phone with me, but this is really nice to see him. It's good to see you there, brother, you know, hanging out and looking well, I might add, too.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. So, and Anna Diaz is adamant, okay, that the reason why that Vegas Golden Knights looked as awful as they did was because Marc-Andre Fleury wasn't in the net. Anna, I'm going to say this one thing, though. When the last time I saw Fleury was the game that the Wild peppered him, and he didn't look good at all. So maybe that was game 6, right? Yeah, that was game 6. So now who won game 7 for Vegas? Was it Fleury or was it the other guy?
It was Fleury, but the other guy, he used to play for the Islanders. He's just as good. He's not bad. You know, I mean, Lou Lamoriello didn't want to re-sign him. You know, for like a couple of $1 million, and he went to Vegas. He's a good, decent backup. You know?
Okay.
You know, I don't have a problem with him. I mean, next game, I'm sure Fleury's going to be back in. He's going to bring his A game because they're going to be down 2-0.
Okay, so now, and you're thinking like Jared's thinking that the Lance move on in that series, Jimmy?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now, I want you both being here because if not, okay, see, I love this. Anna's getting on your butts, okay? Now when he leaves the net, he's too big and slow. And again, Anna knows her hockey. So now this is what I got for you guys. If Vegas loses, okay, Anna, I'm going to ask you this as well because I'm not going to put you on the spot unless you can. If Vegas loses, Anna, if you can you come on and be on video and then say, hey, I was wrong and the Avalanche were that much better than us? Because I'm going to I'd love to get Jared on, but even if I don't get Jared on camera, Jimmy, now I know Jimmy Farrell will at least do it. If Jimmy Farrell and Jared are right, Anna, will you come on camera and say I was wrong, and all hail and bow to the great prognosticators that Jimmy Farrell and Jared DG is, and the same thing with you guys, Jimmy. If you're wrong about the Avalanche and Vegas comes through and wins, will you be able to get to do your punishment on air as well?
Of course. And the next round they reseed everybody. So if we win, Avalanche win, guess who we're playing?
Yeah. Will it be that? Will it be that? Will it be that the Avalanche?
We'll still be the 4th seed, and they'll be the 1st seed. And Tampa wins, they'll probably play the winner of the North, probably Toronto. And would it be amazing if the Islanders play Tampa for a rematch for the final?
That would be nice.
That would be another
nice.
Yeah. That'll be a show.
Yeah. Would you come down to Tampa for it?
I'd like to.
Okay.
If StubHub with their greed doesn't jack up prices, I just checked the prices for the game 3, and I mean over almost $300 for 2 tickets.
Okay. But if not, then maybe Anna Diaz has some clout to get me into a VGK game out in Vegas. So either way, it'd be nice to see y'all, because remember, Anna Diaz and I are going to hopefully see each other when I go out for my the tour of the stadium. Mm-hmm. So I'll get a chance to do that. But no, Jimmy, it's been fantastic. And Anna says she does not bow. So this is, I know you're going to be, and Jared, I know will be here too, because either way, and Anna will be there. So I want you guys to, obviously keep up on what's going on. I mean, I know I will, but if and when it comes to the time, I know you guys will be on here, and Anna will be either on screen or at least on the phone, and we'll have it out there as well. So other than that series, Jimmy, what's your prognostication? So you're saying you think your Islanders are going to go at least through to the finals against whoever?
I would love to, but we got to take care of Boston first. If we win this series, play Avalanche, it gets tougher and tougher each series. But if we could beat Boston in this series, I don't see why we can't make the finals.
Okay. Yeah, I know Boston is I can't stand them, and they had the Flyers number this year. I think they won every game except 2.
But you know what? I hate people who base a playoff what happened in the season. The season's over. It's done. We won 2 games against Pittsburgh. How did that turn out? Minnesota had Vegas's season number this year. How did that turn out? The season means diddly. Okay. All right. We beat Boston this year. I mean, we can lose to Boston this year. It just doesn't mean anything when you're in the playoffs. Playoffs are the playoffs, baby. It's a whole different game.
Okay. Well, and that's true. That's true. But at least it should be an indicator of what can be done. I mean, for example, with the Lightning, they get Kucherov back, and he hasn't been there all season, and now he's like.
Look at Tampa now. Look what they did tonight. They won tonight, and that's another team. Carolina's favorite for the Stanley Cup too. And they beat them 2-0. They shut them out.
Well, I mean, Vasilevsky is awesome.
At Carolina, right? Carolina's the home. Is the home, right?
Carolina's the higher seed. Yes.
Right, and look at that. What was the series in that? What was the season? What was that?
I think Carolina had them in the season series, regular season. I think so. Yes.
That's my point. I mean, just because you beat them in the season doesn't mean you got to beat them in the playoffs. It's a whole different game. Totally.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay. There was a gentleman that was online. His name was Pseudo, and said, "What we talking about?" I don't know. And he's since been gone, but I'm gonna, because he was waiting to come in, and there was a name that I hadn't recognized. I said, "Hey, don't go away." Well, he went away. So such is life there. Jimmy, I want to say thank you for you being here there, bud. It's always a pleasure to see you. And again, let's do this again sometime.
I wanted to show you my girlfriend's garb, but she's too shy to go on the video. She's got all her Raider stuff on. She's got her Raider pajamas on, got a Raider shirt. She's my little Raiderette now.
Oh, well, yeah. And she's too shy?
Too shy to go on. She doesn't want to say hello.
Okay, well, I tell you what we can do, okay, is she could put her hand, at least wave. At least wave. This way we know she's there.
Okay. There she is.
There you go. There you go. Right. Thank you there, Jimmy's Raiderette girlfriend. And I thank you for being there and being a part of the show. Kind of like, remember in the old, I think it was the Rhoda show, you never heard Carlton the doorman except you would hear him in the thing. Also on, Big Bang Theory, you never saw Wolowitz's mom either.
No.
But you always heard her. So maybe your thing will be your girlfriend can come on the show and wave, at least until she becomes less shy. One body part at a time, she can wave, and then we can get her up to her elbow next time, and then maybe a whole arm, okay, and then maybe right the body part right where the face is not showing, and then we'll finally get her on screen. We'll do it in bits and pieces.
You got it. But tomorrow, she'll be wearing Islander gear. Okay.
Okay, that's fine. But I'm not on tomorrow. I'm on Tuesday.
Tuesday. All right.
But remember, your girlfriend is cordially invited for Captain and Wenches. That's when I want my ladies to call in and join in.
All right. Maybe she'll.
Okay. Hopefully so. Hopefully so. Jimmy, it's always good seeing you, brother. You look fantastic, by the way. Good seeing you.
Thank you, sir. Take care.
You take care as well. Be well. All right. Take care, Jimmy. That's Jimmy Farrell. And good seeing you. And we're at 10:30. And again, I love Anna Diaz. Again, remember, Anna Diaz has that little S sign, which means she is a member of the Galleon. Push join if you'd like to be a member of the Galleon. Anna, did you get your patch, by the way? I hope you did. I hope you did, because I know somebody got their patch, and I just had that go through. So I know Anna Diaz is a Chiefs Mess member. Remember, after a year of membership, you get a certificate of your membership with Captain Jack's Galleon. Remember, if you're a Chiefs Mess member, you get your patch, and that's what the patch looks like one time. But there are other things. Like I said, there will be specific shows for members of the Galleon. So thank you for being a member and showing your support for me. I thank you. I really do. I got the burps today. I'm blaming Camo. On good food. Oh, no. That's fine. I just wanted to be sure, Anna, because I wasn't sure. Why is this not working? Okay, there you go. Because I had something in front. Okay, no. I'm just glad. I wanted to make sure. Okay, folks, we are at 10:35 Eastern time, and I'm not even here on Eastern time. I'm in Camo's house. I want to be. And I was going to see this as well. Do you think we're going to get Julio Jones next week? I don't think so. And Asylum said he got his a couple weeks ago. So good. Thank you there as well. So again, I don't not send you your stuff. I do not send you your stuff. I know I said not, which is a double negative, which means I send you your stuff. And I thank you for your membership. I will, like I said, start doing videos just for members of the Galleon. I was going to do that today. At the contest, I was going to do a membership only video for the Raider Nation weekend, but unfortunately, I was the umpire all day, so I couldn't do it. So we'll do that. I am going to log out a little bit earlier tonight because I hate saying this, but I'm very tired and I'm sunburned, and I think that is, again, I don't want Julio Jones. We don't need Julio Jones. But if in case anybody was wondering, again, if you haven't gotten any of your if you haven't gotten any of your entries for the opening game, I'm still doing that raffle. I just haven't had a chance to really advertise it. Okay. If you want to do that, win 2 tickets for the Monday night game on 13 September, $25 a chance. I have one entry. Seriously, I have one. We're not going to do it unless we have 300. It doesn't behoove me. I mean, I'm not going to give the tickets away for $25 for the one entry. Got to have at least 300. And I'm looking for the minimum 300. What I really would like to have is 500 entries. 500 entries means that I'm going to be giving away $1,500 to 3 Raider charities. That's 500 guarantees, 3 charities of $500 a piece, plus a dinner with me, Captain Jack, at Vegas's Capitol Grill restaurant. So make sure you get your entries in for the tickets. Send it friends and family. Let me repeat that. Friends and family to BigRaiderJ@yahoo.com. There's a reason why it's friends and family. Because if it's not friends and family and I got to send you your money back because we don't have 300 entries, guess what? PayPal is going to keep that entry fee type stuff. And so you're not even going to get back all your money. So please send it friends and family. Free, please wait till friends and family. And yeah, I'd love to get Devontae Adams. I don't like Julio Jones. I mean, I shouldn't say I don't like Julio Jones, but he's always often injured. So again, if you want to get your entry tickets in, remember you can also join the Galleon. All you have to do is just push the join button. You get your stuff because, as you can see, Anna said she got her patch and other things like that. So please become a member of the Galleon. I appreciate all your help and your support. So again, I'm gonna do this a little early tonight because I'm a little bit tired, and I want to make sure that the Camo's dogs get a chance to bark because I want to make sure that they're not unbarkable all night. So I'm going to end the show a little over 90 minutes. I apologize. We're up at about 100 minutes. But again, thank you everybody for watching. Remember, become a member of the Galleon. Get in your raffle entries for the two tickets to the Monday night opener. All you have to do is send friends and family $25 a pop for each chance. And I've given away. You don't have to have only 4. If you want more entries, you can buy up to as many as you want. But I can't give the tickets away until I have at least 300. Jerry White, thank you for coming in, Jerry White. Jerry White is also a member of Captain Jack's Galleon. You can see that with the S sign. Matt saying good night. Good night, Matt. And yes, I know you're a history guy too. I know. Excuse me. So again, thank you for joining me tonight. I'm gonna make sure everybody is good to go. Be well. Take care of each other. I will be on my flight back tomorrow to Florida. So until then, have a great, great evening. And we'll see you for the next show on Tuesday. So it'll be Captain and Wench's show on Tuesday night. Good night, everybody.
See right now, without LeBron, Lakers are struggling.
Let me tell you about a team I hate, all right? I know the Dallas Cowboy fan is here, so I had to make sure he knew how much I hate this team.
I'm ready.
I've often said that the people who run baseball, they try very hard to ruin it.
I'm from Brooklyn. I don't have a problem saying it to his face. Oh, I'm from Brooklyn. Hey, get us any.
You're listening to the Captain Jack Sports Show on Northeast Streaming Sports.